All right, and the last two questions here, solve an equation with two radicals. So step one, we want to get one of the radicals by itself. We want to isolate one of the radicals. So I'm going to isolate square root of x plus 7. So to isolate it, I'm going to move square root of 8x to the other side. So I'm going to add square root of 8x to both sides. Square root of x plus 7 equals -1 plus square root of 8x. All right, so now I can square both sides. So I'm going to square both sides. Okay, this is going to give me x plus 7 on the left. On the right is, I'm going to have -1 plus square root of 8x times -1 plus square root of 8x. Okay, so x plus 7. So over here, I'm going to FOIL. So first, -1 times -1 is 1. And then I get minus square root of 8x. Inner minus square root 8x. And then outer square root of 8x times square root of 8x is plus 8x. I can combine the middle two terms together. So it's going to be 1 minus 2 square root of 8x plus 8x. Now you have to isolate this radical, so I'd end up move the other stuff to the other side. So minus 8x on both sides, subtract 1 on both sides. That's going to give me -7x plus 6 equals -2 square root of 8x. Now I can square both sides. All right, so that's going to give me -7x plus 6 times -7x plus 6 on the left. On the right, we're going to get 4 times 8x. All right, -2 squared is 4. Square root of 8x squared is 8x. Okay, I'm going to FOIL this out. This is going to give me positive 49x squared minus 42x. Minus 42x is going to give me minus 84x, right? And then 6 times 6 is going to give me plus 36. 4 times 8 is going to be 32x. We have a quadratic, so I need to move everything to one side. So I'm going to subtract 32x from both sides. So I get 49x squared minus, this is going to be 86, 96, 106, 116x plus 36 equals 0. Okay, I can't divide this by, they don't have any common factors here, or common, factors. I think factoring using the factor by grouping or box method is going to be very difficult. So I'm just going to use the quadratic formula. So if we remember, x equals the opposite of b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, so for us, we're going to get 116 plus or minus the square root, -116 squared minus 4 times 49 times 36 all over 2 times 49. Okay, I'm going to go to my calculator here. I'm going to put the discriminant, the stuff under the radical or the radical itself. So I'm going to do square root of -116 squared minus 4 times 49 times 36. It's going to give me 80. So I have x equals 116 plus or minus 80 all over 2 times 49 is 98. Okay, so now we can do each one together. We have 116 plus 80 divided by 98. And then we have x equals 116 minus 80 divided by 98. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my calculator here. 116 plus 80 divided by 98 gives me 2. And then 116 minus 80 can't do that. You got to hit enter first and then divided by 98. It's going to give me 18 over 49. So I get x equals 2 and x equals 18 over 49. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put those in just to see if they work. So square root of 2, that's going to be square root of 9. Okay, minus square root of 8 times 2, that's 16. That one should work, right? You should get -1 equals -1. 8 times 2 is going to be 16. Whoops. 2 plus, let me just start over. 2 plus 7 minus square root of 8 times 2. That's 3 minus 4, which is going to be -1, right? -1. Okay, let's try the other one. This one I got to put in. Square root. Oops. Square root. X, so 18 over 49 plus 7 minus square root 8 times 19 over 49 equals -1. False. Okay, I believe that would have gotten you +1. Nope. Okay, so oh, it's 18. Shoot. 18. Yeah, it gives you false. And then if you were to just do it, I think it's going to give you a +1. Yeah, it gives you a +1 right there. Okay, so that means x equals 2 is good. And then this one was extraneous. So extra tenuous. And x equals 2 is our only answer. All right, good. All right, the next one, again, isolate a radical. So I'm going to add square root of 10x to both sides plus square root of 10x. Okay, so that's going to give me square root 19 minus x equals, and then -7 plus square root of 10x. I'm going to square both sides to get rid of the radical on the left. That's going to give me 19 minus x equals, let me write this out, -7 plus square root of 10x, -7 plus square root of 10x. So on the left, we still just have 19 minus x. On the right, we're going to get 49 minus 7 square root of 10x minus 7 square root of 10x. So that's going to be minus 14 square root of 10x. And then square root of 10x times square root of 10x is 10x. Subtract 49 from both sides. That's going to be plus, right? Subtract 10x from both sides. We get -30 minus 11x equals -14 square root of 10x. Okay, we can square both sides now to get rid of the other radical. So on this side, we have -30 minus 11x. On this side, that's going to be 196 times 10 minus x. Right, -14 squared is 196. Square root of 10 minus x squared is just 10 minus x. On this side, that's going to give me 900. 30 times 11, that's going to be 330. So positive 330, positive 330x, that's going to be positive 660x. And then that's going to be plus 121x squared. Okay, distribute my 196. That's 1,960 minus 196x. Oh, it's 10x. It's not 10 minus x. Sorry, this is why I was confused. That's a multiplication symbol. Whoops, whoops, whoops. This is why you should write neatly. My hand gets tired after doing this for so long, though. Okay, so we squared both sides, so that's going to be 196 times 10x, which gives me 1,960x. Okay, I can subtract 1,960x from both sides. Okay, I'm just going to rewrite it in the other order though. So 121x squared. 1,300 plus 900 equals 0. Again, these numbers are huge. They're pretty outrageous. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula. I guess the number, I guess it's relative if a number is big or not. Okay, so we're going to do opposite of b, so that's 1,300. Negative 1,300, yep. Plus or minus square root 1,300 squared minus 4 times 121 times 900 all over 2 times 121. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use my calculator to do the discriminant, or not even the discriminant, the square root of the discriminant. So square root should be negative 1,300. It doesn't matter because when you square it, it's going to become positive anyways. Minus 4 times 121 times 900. $11.20. Okay, so I get 1,300 plus or minus 1120 all over 2 times 121 is 242. So my two solutions here, I'm going to have 1,300 plus 1120 over 242. And I'm going to have 1,300 minus 1120 all over 242. So 1,300, whoops, 1,300 plus 1120 divided by 242 is 10. 1,300 minus 1120 divided by 242 is 90 over 121. Okay, so I get x equals 10 and x equals 90 over 121. Okay, the only thing left to do is we got to check them. So let's just use our calculators. Square root 19 minus 10 minus square root 10 times 10. Oh, that looks like it's going to be good, right? 3 minus 10 is negative 7. Yep, wonderful. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to replace the 10 here with 90 divided by 121. And I'm going to replace this one over here with 90 divided by 121. And you get false. All right, so this is extraneous. It is extra NUS. And my answer is just x equals 10.